So, what the heck do you say? What do you put in an actor newsletter? Because I think so many actors don't do them because they feel cringy about it, because you get that it feels so much of like, look at me, look at me, look at me, I booked this, I did this, yay me, right? And it can start to feel a little cringy. I get it. Hi there, Jody Bentley here, actor and CEO of Actor Insider and the Actor's Office. And today I want to talk about the actor newsletter. Yes or no? Good idea? Bad idea? Good idea? Then what the heck do I say? So let's dive on in. First of all, you're going to hear varying opinions about the actor newsletter. I, for one, think it's a good marketing tool. Now, are casting directors on TV reading your newsletter, awaiting it to come in their inbox so they can call you in for a guest star audition? Probably not. But that writer of a short film you did 2 years ago might be reading it going, oh, I remember how great they were. Oh my God, I have this new project. I want to call them in to read for it. Or a director you've worked with in the past might go, gosh, I loved her. Let's go out for coffee. Or maybe you will get an audition for a film. You don't know. But a newsletter is a great way to market yourself and remind your fans of who you are, what you're doing, and that you exist, right? That's what marketing is, to remind people that you exist so you are on top of people's minds, you're top of mind. So I am a fan of actor newsletters. My clients that use them have great success because they're being remembered. They're being remembered. So, what the heck do you say? What do you put in an actor newsletter? Because I think so many actors don't do them because they feel cringy about it, because you get that it feels so much of like, look at me, look at me, look at me, I booked this, I did this, yay me, right? And it can start to feel a little cringy. I get it. So I think a lot of actors shy away from it, which is maybe why you maybe have shied away from it in the past. So what can we say in the actor newsletter? Well, I want to give you sort of 3 parameters to follow. So one, and this goes with anything you're doing, social media posts, anything, I really invite you to be of service. When you're writing anything, be of service. Be of service to your colleagues. Be of service to other people in the industry. Don't have it be all about you, because that's where we can get that feeling of, ooh, right? When we read some people's newsletters, because it's all about, I did this, I did this, I did this. So what if instead of, I could say, I just booked this audiobook. I'm so excited. I can't wait for you guys to hear it. Or I could say, I'm so grateful that I get to narrate the words of John W. Mefford, who is a Amazon best-selling author. And I can't believe I get to bring this character of Alex Trout to life. I love John's writing. I really urge you to check him out. There's a difference there. There's a palpable difference there, right? So whenever you're writing something, especially about the successes that you've had and what you're doing, I really invite you to be as inclusive as you possibly can. Give shout outs to other people, and really, how can you be of service to the other people in your world and the projects that you've done? So come from that place of being of service to others, giving shout outs to others to promote yourself. Second thing, within a newsletter, and again, social media posts, really anything that you're writing, share who you are as a person. Share your POV. Share stuff about your life, your lifestyle, just who you are. Because a lot of times a newsletter is just about, hey guys, I booked this, my screening's coming up, I booked this, yay, buy tickets. Right? But what else can you have in there where you let people know who you are as a person, what your point of view is? Don't be afraid to show other things, other sides of you, other colors of you, than just thinking it has to all be about the business, right? Share who you are as a human as well, because that's how you're going to create a merge with your audience. And the people reading your newsletter are your audience. They're your fans. So how can you create a merge? How can you allow them to see you? How can you give them a BTS, right? A behind the scenes sneak peek into your life as well. So think about that. How are you merging your life and your career? And the third thing that I really invite you to think about when writing a newsletter is, how are you providing value? What's the benefit for people, right? People will read things when there's a benefit. Whatever comes in your inbox, you read it because there's a benefit to you. And granted, you might be getting some people's newsletters or things where you're like, well, they're my friend, I'll read it, see what they're up to, right? But for the most part, you're reading things because there's a benefit to you. So how are you providing value to your readers? Are you sharing things that they like? Meaning, maybe you are a stand-up comedian. So maybe in every newsletter you're providing value and you're providing humor, and maybe you share a new joke that you're working on, right? Or maybe you have a link to your favorite reel that week that really made you laugh. Or maybe you're a baker and every week you share a new recipe, or every week, when you're doing your newsletter, right? I recommend doing it about once a quarter. So maybe every quarter you're sharing a new recipe that you love, right? What's something that can also showcase who you are, but how can you provide value to people? Right? Like, I used to have a section in my newsletter about my dogs before they all passed. And people would love the photos and the things I'd share about my little doggy dogs, right? And that was another way for them to know me. So how can you provide value to people? Because they will read, it's a benefit, but it also shows different sides of you, of who you are as a human being. So remember, that newsletter gets to balance both and really gets to come from that we and us and inclusivity place, because it's not a go-it-alone business, right? You didn't book that film all on your own. The film didn't get shot just by you, right? That theater piece didn't happen only by you. So let's really make sure to be inclusive in everything we're putting out in the world, especially in that newsletter, because it changes the tone and the feel of it completely, and people will receive it in a totally different way. All right, let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you think about the actor newsletter. If you're doing one, if now you're motivated to do one, what sections are you including of your newsletter? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.